guys, it's Gwen again. We're here to do something a little bit fun and a little bit different today. I probably have said that before, but everything's different when you're new on YouTube. Anyway, at the end of the year, there's always end of the year sales on every makeup brand, clothing brand, and almost any brand you can imagine. And one of my favorite, very affordable brands is Shein. I think some people could pronounce it Shein. I say Shein, like it's two words. But Shein has recently, I believe within the year, launched a makeup brand called Sheglam. And I was really excited to try out their products, and they're super affordable. I believe like the highest end product was $15, so drugstore prices basically, or cheaper than drugstore prices. But like I mentioned, they had an end of the year sale, and I got a bunch of products for anywhere from $2 to $9. So very cheap, very affordable, and I have no idea what they are going to be like. I haven't opened any of them yet, so we're gonna do it all on camera and you guys can experience it with me, and we'll see is the price point worth it, or are they just cheap and not worth buying at all? Okay, let's get started. So, as I mentioned, I really do like Shein as a brand as far as cheap clothing goes. You already know it's not going to be luxury items because you can see the price that it's at. Although sometimes it can be hard to determine which size you should get, they do have lots of commenters who respond with their body sizes so that you can help figure out which size you should buy. Speaking of which, the outfit I'm wearing today is from Shein as well. I thought since I was ordering makeup, I might as well just go ahead and order a comfy sweater while I was at it. So I'll show you a clip of the outfit in just a second with the prices on it, but I was really happy with this purchase. And the belt and the leggings are also from Shein, so I already love Shein stuff. So now that we've established that I already like this brand, I am ready to open these boxes. Let's go. First of all, let's put all this hair back. Stunning. So, one thing I could not get for a full face of makeup was a primer. So I'm just going to use a primer that is similar in price point, drugstore primer from Milani. Pretty good. And everything else, I believe, should be from the Shein brand. Of course, already skincare, moisturize. But I am going to keep this makeup on for a couple of hours, definitely to do a wear test. So primer is important to know how long your foundation and concealer are actually going to last before they disappear or crumble or whatever they're prone to do. So I got the Sheglam Complexion Pro Matte Foundation, and I don't remember the shade name. Oh, I just got Fair. Why do I have such a hard time opening packages? Already got my greasy fingerprints on it. Yay. Oh, it comes in this cute little velvet bag. And a nice glass bottle. It feels heavy. It doesn't feel cheap. We'll see when I put it on. Oh, and it's a pump. It's actually a pump. Pretty excited about this. I hope it is great. You know, definitely not a bad match. I don't remember how many choices they had in the shade range. I just always basically go for like the lightest I can find that's not a warm undertone. I'm not a fan of yellow. I don't know anything about undertones. I just know that I don't like looking warm or too warm in my foundation. So this is probably a little bit warmer than I usually like to go. But it's almost neutral, so it's fine. If I look like a crazy person right now, don't worry. That's how I always look when I put on my makeup. And it's not because the foundation doesn't match my skin tone. It's because my dark circles and my eyes are so much darker than the rest of my skin that until I put on concealer, I sort of don't look human. Okay, so time to move on to concealer. I know I had concealer. Here it is. I have 12-hour full coverage concealer. Again, doesn't look cheap. Looks pretty cute. Has just a nice flat felt tip applicator. So it looks like the right color to me. So I'm not doing anything special with this makeup routine. I'm pretty much just doing like my everyday but still full face look, just not like full glam look. So I use a beauty blender every time I put on my foundation, and I do prefer a beauty blender for concealer as well. And I did not find color corrector on the Shein website. Doesn't mean they don't have it. I just couldn't find it, just like I couldn't find primer. But I'm sure that they'll be adding new stuff the more sales that they make, you know? They'll just put more. If you don't make this dumb face when you put on makeup, you're a liar. So it's so far so good. I like the concealer. It's not like super full coverage. It's just like a light normal drugstore makeup, you know? If you're like me and you got wrinkly eyes, sometimes it can be hard to find a full coverage that doesn't crease. So personally, I think the lighter the better anyway. So I prefer a little bit of color correcting over a ton of layers or a really heavy concealer. But to each his own. So in my regular routine, I like to do powder for my eyebrows. I like to do pencil if I'm doing a more vintage look, and I almost never use like a dip brow or a heavy brow gel just because it's not my style. So I got a eyebrow palette in dark brown. I guess you should say an eyebrow palette, not a eyebrow palette. I gotta say the packaging for this stuff is pretty nice, very secure, considering that they shipped all of these boxes inside like a clothing bag. It didn't come in its own box. So everything was bubble wrapped very securely wherever they shipped it from. It didn't break. Nothing is cracked or broken so far. I guess we'll see when we get to the palettes if that stays true. So a cute little gold compact and 2 tiny brushes. And it does actually look like this is like a cream, and these are 2 powders for eyebrows. So I do like that because I like to fade my eyebrows a little bit lighter at the front. And you know, we're just gonna try and use this tiny brush since that's what came with. I didn't buy any Shein or Sheglam brushes. I don't know if they're actually Sheglam brand brushes, but we're going for the makeup here, not for the brushes. So I'm only using this one because it's included. That is a nice dark brown. Although the brush is way too tiny. Way too tiny. I'm kind of digging it. The colors are definitely nice. I'm not saying that this would be transfer proof or anything. Obviously it's a powder and it went on very smoothly. So I would say to set it with a brow gel like brow mascara, which I happened to buy one because that's part of my regular routine is nice soft brows from powder and then just a little bit of brow gel to make your individual hairs stand out. Hey guys, Editing Gwen here. Just a little note. I realized my eyebrows look really, really bad. I was trying a new setup in my other room to see how it went for filming, and obviously the mirrors need to be changed because I had no idea until editing that my eyebrows were so uneven, and I think the camera angle makes it look worse. So yes, I know the eyebrows suck. Also, never use a mini brush to do your eyebrows. FYI. I hope this is colored. Yeah, dark brown. Oops. Went a little outside the lines there. So I'm probably gonna have to, oh my gosh. Give me a second to do some concealer and I'll be right back. So I cleaned up my brows a little bit with concealer. So far, the brow gel is the product that I would say is a no-go just because it doesn't dry down very fast. It does eventually. I waited a couple minutes. Nope, there's still transfer. A brow gel is supposed to make your eyebrows stay, and if it rubs off, what's the point? But other than that, everything's been good so far. So we're gonna move on. Should I do face or should I do eyes? I think I'm gonna go face and we'll do eyes last. I'm so bad at these boxes. So where was I? Face. I was noticing that my under eyes, where the concealer went, is very creasy, and it's definitely settling into those creases and leaving nothing behind. It's like skin, concealer, skin. So I put a little bit more concealer back and blended it in, and I'm gonna do, I got setting powder. I was gonna just dust my whole face, but I'm gonna have to do a little bit heavier under my eyes to rescue this concealer. Well, it works under the eyes. I definitely am a matte face kind of girl. I prefer the look of a matte face, so. And then what I have for my face is, I couldn't find a bronzer or a face palette, so I got blush in pinkish, but sort of a dark blush. I have a highlighter that looks real nice called Solo. Let's just, let's swatch it to see what it's like. Oh, I like it. It's perfect for my skin tone. And then I thought that I would just get like a brownish blush to substitute for bronzer. And it came in this cute package. Looks like it's sort of imitating Fenty, but I guess I didn't see from the pictures online that this is shimmery. So I guess I can try it on my cheeks, but I don't know if I want to put this all over my face. Normally I like a little bit of bronzer to add dimension, you know, but we might skip it today. Definitely is way too much shimmer. I wish I had gotten an actual bronzer. My brush hit my eyebrow and literally I still have wet brow gel that I just got on my forehead. And I don't know if you can see in the camera. It looks fine as bronzer, but it definitely is a little bit more pink and a lot more shimmery than I would normally use. But we're going full face, so we gotta just do it. Time for blush. I like this pink. It's very light. I think I like it better in person than I can see in the camera right now, but it's not, of course, the best formula because it's cheap, so it is a little patchy, but I think I could blend that out, so give me a minute on that one. And for highlight, can you see that? That is intense. That's way more intense than I thought it was going to be. I should not have pushed into my pan so much. Do we think I can get it to match on my other side? Ooh-wee, we're glowy. A little on the nose. Who doesn't love to have a sparkly nose? Right above the lips. It's a gray color though. Great. Love it. So I guess we'll be moving on to eyes then. I got 2 palettes because I couldn't decide. I believe one was $4 and one was $6, and I don't know which is which, but I tried to pick palettes that don't match things that I already have in my palette repertoire, because if they're good and I want to use them, I don't want it to be the same thing that I have 100 times already. So we have Bubblegum and Seafoam. We're gonna open Bubblegum first and see what it's like inside. It's pretty. Normally there's like a sheet here. I know there is, but where do you get it off? Oh, there we go. Okay. See, I thought this was real cute. It's very pastel. It has several mattes and quite a few shimmers that are definitely different. This one's like a mixed. It's a pink and a gold. How does that one come out? Ooh, they're kind of creamy. Okay, so no pigment in that, but the shine is nice. And then let's try this green one. Definitely a green undertone in the shine, but like no color underneath, so a good topper, I guess. Let's open the other palette. If this doesn't look like the ocean to you, you have never been to the beach. This is spot on. That's so creamy, but like it doesn't show anything when it comes off. Here. See, it has like a bronze, but there's none of the blue in it. I can't see the blue at all. Just the bronze. And then what about this really sparkly blue one? Oh, that one's great. That's really nice. So what do we think? This or Bubblegum? I think I'm going to go with Seafoam. It definitely calls to me, and I want to see if the blues are as vibrant as they look in the pan or if they just fade into nothing, because blue can be really, really difficult to wear as an eyeshadow, because these are an eyeshadow palette, not a pressed pigment palette. So let's see how it goes. I think we're going to do a real light pastel-y look. Using this one first. How is that looking on camera? Because in person, it's pretty nice. Um, it's definitely light, but you can build it up, and I'm pretty sure that it's gonna blend really nice into the next color because it's blending really nicely into my skin. I'm not getting any harsh lines. So it definitely is an eyeshadow, not a pigment. It's a shadow for sure. And can you see the little bit of green that's in there? I don't know if you can tell. It's really blue, but it's like sort of teal at the same time. So we're gonna go for the actual teal shade next. This one. I'm gonna do that all over my lids. I want to give a nice base for that sparkly green teal. I don't even know what color that I swatched earlier, so I think this will be a nice base for that and blend nicely into the blue. If you, like me, are part of the wrinkly eyelid gang, not necessarily deep set, just lots of skin moves around when you try and blend things out, I feel you there. When you watch YouTubers and they do their makeup and they do their eyeliner and like their eyeball just stays as they're using their tools and brushes, and like most of the time I take a paper towel and I like press a little bit lightly so that I can get a better grip on my eyelid without like ruining the rest of my makeup or without pulling too hard on my face, because you know, if you already have wrinkly skin, tugging on your eyes is a bad idea. So there, we have two soft colors. I'll fix this in a second because I'm gonna do this one for under my eyes, which is gonna be hard. And I am a winged eyeliner girl. Stan the winged eyeliner. So I like to do my makeup to complement my winged eyeliner. I drag my eyeshadow underneath my eye out into the corner, and then I'm going to fade it a little bit back in here so it's sort of like a little bit of a smoky corner, even though the colors are not that bold. So my eyes never look even. Just to blend that out so it's not so harsh. And I'm not going to do a cut crease or anything fancy. I'm just going to slap that glitter right on top of my eyelid. This is the one I swatched. So this is the one we're going to do. See if we can pack it in there. It is really creamy for a cheap shadow. Normally, if you buy like a cheap eyeshadow that's glittery of any sort, it's just tons and tons of fallout. Like it's always loose glitter, but this actually seems like it's gonna stick. So oh, that's nice. The sparkles are real nice, aren't they? If I go crazy, I'll just keep putting more. So I gotta stop myself there. I want to do inner corner highlight. So we're going to see how this shade is. Just a little. Again, very creamy. So that does not show up very much at all. Can you see that at all? We're going to go back to the highlighter instead. That is better. That's what I wanted. Put a little bit of that up here. These eyeshadows almost feel wet. Like now that I'm going back to the highlighter, highlighter's just shimmery and glittery. The eyeshadows are definitely creamy. The any of the glittery ones are cream shadows. 1, 2. This one probably is. Haven't touched it. That one I swatched. And then last but not least, I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of this brown one and do a little bit of my lash. Just to fill in any gaps and kind of give a little bit more closure to the eye. Okay guys, we are down to the final 2 steps. And the steps that make me the most nervous. We got some waterproof liquid eyeliner. And cheap liquid eyeliners sometimes give me problems because if they don't dry down fast enough, they go right into my eyeball and then I can't see. It says on the outside the color is named Cool Black, but it literally says the whole thing. The color is named Cool Black. That's different. How black is it? Pretty nice. Very wet, very feathery on my gross wrinkly skin. Can you see that? Yeah. Look at those feathery lines. We shall see on my eyeball. I don't know, should I do this on camera or off camera? Eyeliner is hard. You know this came with a fake mirror? I was going to use the mirror to do my eyeliner. It's fake. There's no... Wait a second. I'm a liar. It's not fake. I'm going to use this. The tip is actually really nice. It's not fraying, which sometimes I have a problem with eyeliner tips fraying when I use them. But I don't believe it's felt tip either. I think it's just like a brush tip, but it's a pretty nice brush tip. So, be right back. So, my wings got big because every time I tried to make this line connect, I would get feathers. And then when I tried to fix that to smooth the line, I would get more feathers. So I think I did my best here. But now my eyeliner is real big, which I don't mind. I'm an eyeliner person. So last but not least, we have mascara to hopefully finish out my look. Waterproof lengthening mascara. Should I try crying later to see if this mascara is actually waterproof? Cute little bottle. Slick. Let's see the applicator. Very short bristles, so. So not the best mascara, but not the worst. I would say it's a great, cheap throw in your purse for emergencies kind of mascara. Like, I don't regret buying it, but I actually just like the mascara part, not the wand, because it can't reach through to smooth out all my bristles, and it doesn't reach to the waterline to cover up where my eyeliner doesn't meet my lashes. And so that's it for me. I am not an eyelash person, but Sheglam does sell eyelashes. I just don't wear them on the daily, so I didn't put them in with my haul. I did get quite a bit here, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the products were really, really great. So let's take off this ridiculous headband and talk about my final feelings. You guys, I almost forgot my lips. It's not a full face if you don't have lipstick on. I got 3 different colors of lipstick. They come in a little mini trio. I don't think they have individual names. I think they're just... Oh, they do. This one's Lullaby. This one is Wonderland. And this one is Holly. I think I'm just going to go light and do Wonderland real quick. It's a fairly nice color. Really like. It's a lot darker than it looks in the bottle. And definitely very warm, very orange. But I think it would look nice with a lot of looks. I don't know if it looks the best with the eye look that I have on, but it's a nice lipstick. It's feeling very creamy. We'll see later how it dries down, I guess. And I mean, it's matte, so it's got to dry down eventually, right? So, what are my final thoughts? It definitely was worth the money that I spent on it, considering that nothing was worth more than $9. And I actually think the most expensive thing that I bought was the foundation, which I'm really liking. It's very comparative to, I believe, like the CoverGirl little bottles. I don't know if the shade range is quite the same, but I really do like the foundation. It stayed nicely smooth. I have sparkles all over my fingers, of course, so now there's sparkles more on my face, but whatever. I'd say my second favorite was definitely the eyeshadow palette. I don't have colors like these. They were really nice. Not as cheap looking as you thought. I won't say that I love every shadow in the palette. The ones that I did use, though, I will be using again, and I can't wait to try out the other palette. I hope that the yellows and pinks in there look as nice as the blues and greens in this one did. Least favorite product out of all the ones I bought is definitely eyebrow gel. Will not be using this again. Way too wet. I mean, unless I can find another purpose for it, but it didn't dry at all. And we'll have to see if this eyebrow powder works better with a different gel, or maybe if the eyebrow powder was also adding to the transferring of what I got on other places on my face. And eyeliner was liquid eyeliner. It's feathery. I have wrinkly eyes. I have that problem with every liquid eyeliner. I prefer eyeliners that dry down very fast, that are either matte or maybe even a gel. But anyway, and lips were great. I'll be using the blush again. I don't think I'll be using the sparkly bronzer just because I don't like a sparkly bronzer. I'll be using the highlighter for sure, and the translucent powder was just a nice, easy translucent powder. Did I forget about anything? Oh, the concealer. I probably won't be using the concealer again. I mean, no, probably not, because it was just too light. But who knows? Maybe I'll try it again. Maybe I won't. So anyway, I was super happy, and I can't wait to do something like this again in the future. So if you like this video, if this is up your alley, if you hated it, whatever you feel, make sure you comment down below what you thought. Oh, still got this on my hand. Sorry, didn't take that off. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, share my video if you thought that it was nice, if you thought that somebody else might like to see it, if somebody else is thinking of buying Shein makeup, send it over to them so they can get an idea before they purchase. Anyway, it was so nice hanging out with you guys today, and I can't wait to see you again, so bye!